Hey guys, so now that I'm, at least for the most part, done modifying my 2017 FZ09, I thought I would take you around and show you everything that I've done to it. So for those of you that are interested in the mods, you know exactly what I've done. So I'll just start from the front and basically work my way around. Starting right up at the top here, we've got the little sport screen. This is 100% for looks. It doesn't do anything for airflow. Frankly, it's something that I think should have came on the bike stock, because the bike, in my opinion, looks pretty bad without any screen on there. Now, there are lots of different screens. You can get several different taller ones if you actually need wind protection. I like this as a pure naked bike. I did not want any wind protection. That's what I've got the FJR for. So for this, it's just an aesthetic mod, but I think it does look great, and it was only about 60 bucks or so. So that's a win in my opinion. Next is the only mod I'm pissed about. $500 freaking dollars for these fog lights and the mount, and they're only there because the stock headlights suck so bad at night. Would have greatly preferred to not need them, but you simply need some kind of auxiliary lighting on this bike if you ride at night, period. And I didn't find anything out there that looked good on this bike. These look stock, they look great. They're marketed through Yamaha. They're made by PIAA, and they are great quality. They do a fantastic job, but they are 3 times as expensive as they should have been. Yamaha should be absolutely ashamed of themselves for pricing these like they are, but they do work. The upgraded brake pads. I put EBH sintered pads on there, and they work absolutely fantastically. They frankly make the bike like it should have been from the factory. 1-finger control, instant stops, great feel, no problems with it. Inexpensive, well worth it, but again, something that should have been there from the factory. This is a very inexpensive eBay radiator guard. Frankly, they all work the same. It's just a simple mesh going over your radiator to protect it from debris. Don't waste a lot of money on these. The LED turn signals. Doesn't really matter which ones you put on as long as they're bright enough. It's more about looks. These are the OEM optional Yamahas. They'd come on freaking half the Yamahas. But it seems like they're trying to get rid of the stock because the stock turn signals on here are the ugly, 15-year-old pumpkin orange turn signals that they've been putting on bikes for many, many years. Just no excuse. But these do look great. They do work great. So it was a very worthwhile upgrade. This is a cool custom keychain. Got it on eBay, just from a company that makes custom leather keychains. You can get it embroidered any way you like. I think I paid 11 bucks and I got 2 of them. Absolutely fantastic. I like them because they're short. They don't flap around here on the bike. They fit in my pocket and they look great. These Gillis levers are, again, something that they look great. They function absolutely fantastically, but I wish I didn't need to do them. The only reason I had to put them on was because, like most other lower tier bikes, what you end up getting from the factory is an adjustable brake lever, but not a clutch lever. And unless you have super long fingers, it's just not going to fit you that well, myself included. So I had to put on aftermarket levers. Of course, I want them to match. These were extremely high quality. They look great. There's absolutely perfect fit to whatever you need out of them. They are on the pricey side. These are Italian Rizoma mirrors. Absolutely pricey, but function and look great. I had a very short list of qualifying mirrors that fit my criteria for had to work well, had to not affect bar vibration because I love how smooth the bike is, had to be functional. The stock mirrors, they stopped about here, and I simply saw myself, my arm in the mirrors. Didn't work. These work great. Of course, there are much cheaper options out there for bar end mirrors, just none that really quite look and function like this. These are fantastic, though. The Yoshi R77 race pipe setup, full exhaust. This has the works finish. It tucks down completely tight against the bike. Sounds amazing. Still raises the hair on the back of my neck every single ride. Baffle in is awesome. Baffle out is awesome. Just a fantastic, lightweight, high-performance exhaust system. Nothing negative to say about that. It also comes in all black carbon if you would like that. This is the stainless steel can version. Removing the big, extra ugly side reflectors off the back, free mod, absolutely no-brainer. On-bike USB port, waterproof, wired directly into the battery. Powers my phone, which mounts to a RAM mount ball right here. With an X grip, you can also mount GPSs. You can mount this in various different places along the bike. Absolutely fantastic and very useful mod for making sure you always have power to your devices. The Yamaha comfort seat. Again, something I wish wasn't necessary. I wish the stock seat was good enough and I didn't have to spend extra money on it. But that isn't the case. This is thankfully a one-stop solution. It is a fantastic seat. I weigh 250 pounds and it's all day comfortable. Love it. This is the factory Quickshifter. If you don't have a 17 and up, you can get aftermarket units. OEM is definitely the cheapest option. Works with the factory computer. You have to have a reflashed ECU if you use one of the aftermarkets, but they all do the same thing. Absolutely great bang for the buck improvement. Do you need it? Absolutely not. Do you want it? Oh, yes, you do. And once you have it, you don't want to go back. A ton of fun for a little bit of money. This is the Penske Shock, the completely new rear suspension. Absolutely transforms at least half the bike suspension. That's in conjunction with the completely redone forks up front. Of course, doing suspension work like this, you must do it as a set. I don't care what you go with, just make sure it works for you. The stock suspension is woefully inadequate. No one's going to deny that. It's a budget bike, and this is one of the most expensive mods, but the most worthwhile you're ever going to do to this bike, period. Now, under that beautiful tank is a reflashed ECU. I got mine done from V-Cycle-Nut. There are, of course, other options. The 17 and up, you don't really need it. The stock ECU is great, awesome fueling. They fixed all the huge problems that the previous generation had. That being said, if you're like me and have a full exhaust, you definitely do get a good benefit, about a 10% power improvement, and that's at the rear wheel, proven on the dyno from doing the flash. So again, not a lot of money for a really good result. And of course, if you want to customize your mode selection and all that kind of good stuff, I like mine the way it is from the factory, but if you want to change yours up, you can also do that. Relocating the rear brake reservoir with a Stoltec bracket kit, absolute no-brainer. I also took off the rear pegs since no one will ever be riding with me on this bike, and this simply cleaned it up the way it should have come from the factory. Very inexpensive, very worthwhile. These are rubber foot pegs for a Yamaha FJR. They bolt right on. Huge improvement on the bike. If you're not taking this to the track, having the stubby little all-metal pegs with a ball on the end, which is meant for swiveling and getting your knee down, doesn't do you any favors on the street. These make it so much more enjoyable to actually ride it as a normal motorcycle on the street. Very inexpensive. I think I paid $15 for these on eBay. Totally worth it. The FJR, by the way, has wider pegs by about an inch, so you get more coverage for your boot. These are the Nelson Rig bags. I've got the magnetic tank bag up here. Holds a ton of crap. I also have the optional GPS mount for it, which I don't use. This is absolutely perfect for this bike. You can still see over it and see the gauges while you're riding. It is expandable, holds whatever you want to put in there. Super easy to take on and off. The sport bag, I actually use more than the tank bag. It fits, when you expand it, a full helmet. Makes it so much more convenient to use the bike to take places where you don't want to take your helmet. You don't have to hang it on your mirror. You don't have to try to lock it to the bike, leave it out in the rain, whatever. You put it in here. It's waterproof. It looks great on the bike. People don't know what's in it. Yes, of course, anything's stealable, but so much more user-friendly as a quick bag. And I've got the quick connects that tuck right up under the seat. Just snaps on and off. So that's it, guys. Hope this helps somebody. I'll put links to anything I can down in the description, so if you're interested in anything, you can check them out. Maybe make yourself a Christmas list. See ya.